on this episode of Movie Mondays with Miss Moss the Boss.
He's just...
Okay, y'all, so apparently somebody didn't get into the movie that they requested us to watch.
I wonder who that was.
So we are going to get right into American Fiction.
Best movie of the year?
Yes,
Are you
yes,
kidding me?
clearly,
Oh my God.
best film.
Best
all
film.
right. You know, Jeffrey deserved it.
Yeah. Long time.
I do have critique, even for the best. I always got to have some critique.
You got a critique for it.
Spoiler alert.
Before we begin, we should probably give a synopsis.
Thank you for doing your job, Camille.
Okay, American Fiction. For this round, it was a novelist who's fed up with the establishment of profiting from black entertainment, uses a pen name to write a book that propels him into the heart of hypocrisy and madness he claims to disdain. Starring Jeffrey Wright, Tracy Ellis Ross, and Sterling K. Brown.
I'll cut it. All right. Thank you, Camilla, for that synopsis. Doing great, girl.
Thank you.
So yeah, back into the greatest movie of the year.
Yeah.
The critique I would give it, because before we about to rant for a little bit about how good we like it, right? So let me just tell you what I didn't like.
Start off with that.
Y'all, they need to, if they wasn't gonna let my girl Tracy live longer than Chris.
Yo, so that's probably the only problem I had too.
My girl died.
Tracy is in like
randomly
10-20 minutes.
We was getting good. We getting right into a relationship of a sister and a brother and maybe another brother, and then out of nowhere she just dead. And I'm just like, wait a minute, why she had to die?
And also,
and then somebody else already died for that. The dad.
The dad had been died. Yeah. And so today I watched an interview. I was gearing up for this, but I was watching interviews from American Fiction and the cast, and he was saying like that was a first for him, really, like to do like that family dynamic. He never really did a family dynamic film where he's in a bout with his siblings and going back and forth. He was like that was a different new challenge for him that he liked. So that was good to see, and I wanted to see that throughout the entire movie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure.
But everybody down the line did great. I mean, obviously Tracy did great. The 5 minutes they had her.
Yeah. Sterling K. Brown. Let's talk about how we go on IMDb. They don't even list him as one of the main people. One of the main people, like, you know how it's like starring cast or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't have my boy in the first 3 lineup, and it's ridiculous because performance every time.
Yeah. He killed that John. It's a lot. I mean, he played.
And it's funny. I feel like it is definitely something
he was very
to
vulnerable
go see.
too.
Yeah, to go see in the theater to laugh at.
To be like, his character was a married man, got kids, and then his wife called him in bed.
And I'm realizing we're telling you too much of the plot, so there we go. Carry on.
But he played that very well, and it wasn't like too much. It was just still human and realistic and believable.
We got to unpack their relationship.
Yeah.
As brothers, and then like because the daughter died, I feel like they kind of tried to connect that with the mother.
Shouts to Leslie Uggams, alleged.
Jeffrey Wright.
My pathology. And he called it.
Him in a comedic role is hilarious.
But
here's
the
it's
thing.
still serious.
Yeah, he wasn't. The thing about what was good about his performance and his character is that he's not trying to be funny. He's just he's just a regular guy going through this hardship and kind of putting a spin on it. You know what I mean?
It was an accident. I feel like
it was an accident. No,
it was on purpose, but an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident that they liked it.
Yeah.
Shouts to Keith David. Keith David pops up.
I think, that movie is just so great.
It's so great.
It better win something on Sunday. I'm rating it 5 out of 5 just because I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree, obviously.
Let's speed this up.
What's really good about American Fiction for narrative purposes, you know what that remind me of? So Ed was saying,
I was saying how we both were at first saying the cinematography is like nothing special, like they don't do no like crazy camera tricks. But I was saying how they kind of like bring absurdity to the cinematography by showing in the scene where he's writing this fake novel or whatever, they show that kind of come to life and kind of put him in that world while he's writing it. Right. They have the characters that he's actually writing, appear in the movie.
It's kind of gave that Lizzie McGuire feel. You remember when Lizzie McGuire had her little cartoon self?
I love the way Ethan says my name. Lizzie.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like, you know how sometimes in a lot of narrative type stuff, like how Issa Rae would do, like talking in the mirror, like that connectivity
100%.
is so relatable to like write something out and have it be an acted out and then have that acting out interact with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was interactive. I'm so glad they did that. I'll say why I really like the movie. I was talking earlier today with somebody about this, but I really like the movie because personally I felt as also a librarian and everything.
He is a librarian.
And a writer and everything. Going into the librarian part, I hate that we have like this little section of African American.
It was very relatable. Very relatable. It gave off like one of those things like, yeah, definitely like white people, you would probably still like it if you're a liberal.
That's a good one.
And stuff like that. But it's definitely something that's relatable to black folk. And I think that like it's safe, like this is a safe space to say that it's okay to have films that are predominantly like of our culture that we will understand and that's true of our experience. I feel like to a certain extent sometimes in life and just particularly now, you're afraid, like not afraid, but like it's risky to be honest about people of color and specifically black people because it's two totally different experiences for the most part.
I just had this
to say whatever
random thought. I'm sorry, but going into that, I would say what Jeffrey Wright's character was saying in the movie specifically was like we're more than this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's okay to write.
Like
that
we can write about our experiences, but our experiences aren't as all, let's say, over the top as it can be. Like yes, we live in a lot of trauma, but like there is day-to-day life too that is just as similar as it is to other people as it is different. And I think the point of the plot of the movie, he did a great job and his character did a great job of mentioning that. And then they did a great job of showing also what it's like to be in a space where you're not being really seen. You're being more seen for your race or your ethnicity and the rumors or the stereotypes around it rather than necessarily the real truth or the grit of it. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, American Fiction, 5 out of 5 stars. Let's get to our last one.
A few moments later.
All right, so if you're still here, shout out to you again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're commenting and subscribing to all of our content and to all of our social media. Everybody got their own little thing they got going on. We are now about to talk about the new release of the week. It's Kung Fu Panda 4, and my girl Kamira is now coming in front of the camera. Kamira, before we get into Kung Fu Panda, can we get into you? Just a little bit. Get into it.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Get into it, yo. Let's get into it, yo.
Hey guys, I'm Kamira. I'm sure you heard about me 1,000 times before on this channel and this segment or these segments. Shout out to my girl Reed and my guy Ant. So basically about me, me and Reed has been friends for a few years now. I feel like we got closer during these last 2 years. We did. That's my girl. More about me. I think we in the same realm when it comes to like YouTube and stuff, but to be completely honest, y'all, I read. And if y'all decide to check me out, it's on Instagram.
It is. And she also is in cosmetology school.
Esthetician school.
I keep saying this. Esthetician. Oh, that's why. That's a tongue twister. Esthetician school. So, she'll be taking clients in a couple of months. And she didn't mention this, but she also is into voice acting and will be acting in some of our films. So we wanted to just have you guys put a name to one of our featured stars. I don't know if you heard it in the voice. That's not her regular voice. She just has voices come out of her like they just come out of her like it's somebody totally else. All right.
Gorse. You didn't say that? That's him, right? Gorse.
That was great.
So now we in the kids era. Everybody getting goofy.
Yes.
We about to talk about this kid's movie. So, me and Kamira went to a movie screening, perks of my old job. Shout out to y'all. We saw Kung Fu Panda 4, and it was so good. But before we get into Kung Fu Panda 4. And gonna tell us what happened before Kung Fu Panda 4 because we don't know.
So y'all don't know anything about before.
All I know is Jack Black, who I love. I love Jack Black. Okay.
So
wait, we should probably give a short synopsis.
That's what Kamira's here for. See, and this is also our good person in the back because if it wasn't for her, we'd be all over the place. Hit it, Kamira.
Alright, so Kung Fu Panda 4. After Poe is tapped in to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, he needs to find and train a new dragon warrior, while a wicked sorceress plans to resummon all the master villains whom Poe has vanquished to the spirit realm. Okay, in this particular movie, Viola Davis, Jack Black, and Aquafina is in this one. Oh, not too much Aquafina.
That's right. I'm gonna cut this out.
Because
y'all gotta pay for this content. Y'all should do that. Like, yeah, $5.
Oh, for extras.
Extras behind the scenes for the real tea. Cheers to that. Go ahead. Cheers in the middle, y'all. Cheers in the middle. Okay, so Anthony, can you tell us director guy in the back, what are we on timing? He's not paying attention. He's not Kamira.
We should probably stop now and then be recording too.
Oh, she on it.
Let's give a round of applause for our mysterious man in the back. Thank you, mystery man. Yeah, Wizard Kelly's on here, y'all. Wizard Kelly.
That's the second time I heard this.
Wizard Kelly.
Okay. So Ant's gonna tell us about Kung Fu Panda.
Alright guys, so when the franchise starts off, Poe, Jack Black, at first he's an orphan. He's adopted by this, is he a goose?
He's a goose.
He's a goose? Okay, he's a goose.
Daddy Goose.
Daddy Goose. Ping, that's his name.
Right?
Yeah. Then, by accident, he was trying to go see the Dragon Warriors or something like that. When they went to go pick who was going to be the Dragon Warrior, he fell and came in between the pointer finger of Master Shifu.
Oh wow!
And who he was going to pick. Then he was a Dragon Warrior. Then it was a villain. Defeated the villain, and then the underdog type shit. So yeah, that was Tai Lung, the first one.
Oh, that's Tai Lung. That's the first one. I thought he would have been the third. Tai Lung comes back.
Tai Lung, no.
Oh, that's a spoiler.
When I think of it, well, it's in the trailer actually. So
alright, okay.
We're not gonna give spoilers for Kung Fu Panda.
I just want to say this real quick though. Tai Lung had a great prison escape scene in the first one.
Well, you could talk about the first, second, and third, but we're not gonna spoil Kung Fu Panda 4.
Okay.
We are gonna do our best to just give you how much we liked it without spoiling it. Right. So if you didn't go out to see Kung Fu Panda 4, make sure you go and watch Kung Fu Panda 4. It's light, it's nice, and it's
we're gonna get into that.
A few moments later.
By the end of 2, he found like his family. Well, he found his village where his family was, and he got reconnected with his actual family.
That's where Papa comes from. Yeah.
So then 3 is simple. 3 was all about that, like training him. I think there was a villain. The 3 was all about like training he trained like his family.
Dang, where did the 5 come from?
5?
The 5. Remember, it was like another tiger and like a.
No,
it was in the previously.
The Furious.
Yeah, the Furious 5.
That's what they're called. The Furious 5.
They came before.
That's what they did. I didn't think it was that gory.
Who's the Furious 5?
The Mantis and all of them.
The people that came to train him.
Yeah, so they were Master Shifu.
I got it.
I'm having a movie night.
Yeah, I think we should. You want to watch Kung Fu Panda after this?
I'm fine with it.
I can't stay and watch Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
I wish I could.
Loser. Anyway,
yeah, that was
well, that's nice. So dang. So you telling me that Poe get to be Dragon Warrior only for?
So here's the thing too, real quick.
Because why? Because the synopsis says, no spoiler. The synopsis tells you that my man's Poe is trying to find somebody to replace him as the Dragon Warrior. if he only got training at Kung Fu Panda 3, accidentally Dragon Warrior in 2 and 1, why he can't still have fun?
So here's the thing too. There's Netflix. They have a lot of like spin-off like specials, and there's a series, 1 or 2 series on Netflix. So those are like, but they're canonical. They're part of the you know storyline.
Right. Maybe you should turn into Netflix and see some of the series, y'all. And Netflix call us because we putting y'all on. Thank you for your contribution to Kung Fu Panda. He wasn't able to join us on the movie screening, so we decided to still keep him so he could tell y'all about what happened for y'all. That's kind of like us who had no idea what was going on in Kung Fu Panda's members. Me and Kamira are now going to get into Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes.
I'll start, I guess. So, I would like to say that I believe that there is a formula to kids' movies, okay?
Yes.
The formula to a great kids' movie is to build your story, have good themes, make sure the theme is like the problem is solved. So it's like beginning. Yes, lessons are taught. You develop our foundation. We take it in the middle with our trials and tribulations, and then we have our rewards and restorations.
Right.
Okay, cool. Think that's executed, but the real icing on the cake, I dotted T crossed to a kids movie is to get the kids and adults going.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And Kung Fu Panda did exactly that. We all had moments where we were like, Kung Fu Panda 4 did exactly that. It was a lot of funny moments. It was a lot of, I don't want to say serious, but the lessons were learned and things were taught. And Poe is going to get us exactly where we need.
So I was actually very surprised. I typically like animated movies, but I'm not gonna lie, Kung Fu Panda wasn't something immediately that was like, bam, I don't watch that. So when I seen it and I was like, okay, right? I've really grown to love Poe as a character. He's very eclectic. He's very clumsy, but he like doesn't give up on himself, and I love that in a movie. You know, especially when it's really a kid-centered movie because it's
and
really,
you can't tell it's Jack Black.
I know.
Which is also very great, even to the point where the chameleon, the chameleon is in here, and the whole time we're in the movie, I'm telling Wizard Kelly, I'm like, Wizard Kelly, I know this voice.
That's Viola Davis.
It was Viola Davis.
I did put that together.
And chef's kiss. I aspire to be able to do a voiceover thing and be the same.
She's a great villain in the Hunger Games movie. I will say she did great.
She's just great. Viola's great.
I love her. I love Viola. I definitely think I agree. It had a lot of it has a great amount of comic relief.
It has such great comic relief.
Cause I was like, yo, that's out of pocket.
I wish we could tell you.
Yeah, yo.
Great comic relief, great balance.
There were like kids in there, right?
And we all
like they were rabbits or something.
Yeah, so you talking about the
no
spoilers. I thought the animation itself was really good, like the graphics, and I really like how the character progression too, right?
Yes.
Especially.
Yes, for Aquafina's character.
Yes, right.
I can't tell you that.
You know you can tell me.
No, I can't. Not spoiling on the set.
I really think her character really went from being like very like, I'm so.
This is why they used to call him the comedian at my job.
They still call me that?
I really think that her character really went from being like, I'm really, I'm really for myself, and then progressed to be the person that she became. That was very heartfelt and I almost cried. I'm not gonna lie.
In different levels too.
Yes,
to be honest, she was for herself in multiple forms of herself, and they had a good little surprise. Oh, skadoosh! Oh, skadoosh!
He still says that?
Skadoosh!
That's his
Skadoosh is great.
That's his name.
It was just really great to watch and experience. And as an adult, I feel like watching this movie and I enjoyed it means that somebody did what they were supposed to do.
I agree. I feel like if you are someone who does have a little one, if you know they are 3 and under, just don't take your kids to the movie at that time because you can't enjoy it. Not because the kids were a problem for us,
because they
were not.
No, and not at all.
You can't go to a kids movie, baby, and be mad that the kids is there. That's what you're doing. But I will say, that I saw at least every 10 minutes a parent taking a kid to a bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I genuinely feel like as an adult, this is a movie that you can literally enjoy for real on your own. So you're not gonna wanna miss stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Agreed.
but it's definitely worth your while.
Agreed.
Okay, anybody else has anything last one they bring that didn't say about anything we discussed tonight?
No, shout out to me, because I'm decent. Shout out to Reed, because she's decent. Shout out to
Who? And Louis Shine.
Louis Shine. I'm so big.
I just want to say that American Fiction is based on a book called Erasure by Percival Everett. And if you want more stories like Erasure, which is kind of like social commentary about black perspectives and how they are perceived, you should read more of Percival Everett's books because they're like that.
I actually love that take, Louis Shine. But I actually really do love that because we do have some subscribers who love reading and who are into reading. Yeah. And I'm trying to get more into reading, so definitely do that. And for me, I think that all these films are something to look into. If you are into movies and television, always explore, always look at things, because even if you don't like it, that's still something good to, analyze. That's honestly anything about life, guys.
Yeah.
You don't have to like everything, but you should, experience, leap, jump, watch or look for understanding, and then move on.
Sure.
So I want to say thank you to my first two guests in a new endeavor, in a new chapter in my life, reviewing movies on Mondays. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. Make sure you follow us all on social media. Their social media be down here. You got @LouisTrine on all your social media.
Yep,
this is Toast Malone on everything. My girl Kamira doesn't have a rap name or a name that she really wants to go by on Instagram. So if you are amazing and you really love this girl's personality, comment below some suggestions in the comments below. If you like Toast Malone, let her know that's her tone. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I don't know. But I thank you again for coming, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Bye.